Okay, this is the new moon in Leo reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. This is also the retrograde season for the zodiac sign of Libra. And we're going to talk about what's coming up for you to work on, what you need to manifest, how you can manifest it, and what you need to leave behind, who you need to leave behind, and why. What is it that you need to focus on? Where should you be spending your energy? Where should you be spending your attention? What intention should you be setting? I have cards popping out for you guys. That's why I'm like all over the place. I'm trying to grab cards and different things. I'm not surprised that I'm seeing a central theme of relationships because Libra is ruled by Venus. Libra is ruled love. You guys live to love and you love love. So let's talk about love and what is on the forefront. What do you need to pay attention to? Who you need to let go of? Who do you need to be around more? Do you need to focus and channel that energy back to yourself? These are the things that we're going to talk about during this reading, Libra. So, my fellow air signs, because I'm Aquarius, if you're wondering, what is it that you need to focus on? So, the first thing that we received in this reading is the sun. The sun represents the ego, okay? So, for this to pop out, whatever relationship you're in, whether this is with someone that you're in a relationship with, or it could be an ex, because retrograde season brings up a lot of exes and flings and past encounters, so it's not untraditional for that energy to pop up. But we're getting the sun, so there's a lot of ego that's being called into question. I have the zodiac sign of Aries appearing upside down. So Aries is a sign that is known to be egotistical and that can take like things and blow them out of proportion and has like a lot of fire and a lot of passion, and it can be mishandled when they are not intentional about how to use the energy. So you may either be with an Aries, have had a relationship with an Aries, or you just need to take action on your ego because it's impacting your relationship dynamics. We have the 12th house. The 12th house is the subconscious. This is our energy for when we're sleeping, and our subconscious mind, and how we connect to spirit, how we are in line with God. We have the relationship card for the chakra deck, which is the sacral chakra. It appears upside down. So relationships are on your mind like they always are, Libra. We can't say that we're surprised about that. Again, Libras love love and they live to love. So we're going to talk about what's coming up in your most intimate relationships, where you are being called to be better, where the other person is being called to be better, how you two can work together, what it is that you should be working on, if you two should even, be working with each other. Should you be apart? Should you be together? So these are the things that we're going to talk about during this reading. So much so to add to that ego. For the angels and ancestors that we said, we have let go of the need to be right. So your partner that you have, or the one that comes to mind when you think about this reading, like maybe you guys are close to a relationship but you guys are not quite in one yet, but maybe in your mind you're in a relationship, right? I have Page of Wands as well, which talks about like a new start and listening, a reading, and getting another perspective. Listening to any elders in your life that you may have confided in about the situation. So do you have family, friends, a grandmother, an aunt, an uncle who are either in long-term healthy relationships or who have been there, who have something that they can contribute to this conversation and what it is that they want you to know and how they're saying that you should handle things, okay? So this also represents being like a free spirit, discovering new information, inspiration, ideas, visionary, limitless potential. So if you can just let go of your ego and the need to be right, you could have a new beginning with this person. It could be a lot of blessings and manifestation and longevity in this particular relationship. But I'm getting that to do so, you have to release your ego. I know you may be saying like, well, I don't think I'm egotistical, because Libras are cardinal signs. Cardinal signs are the leader of the zodiac. That's Libra, Aries, Capricorn and Cancer, they take charge and they start off all of the seasons, and they have a lot of like leadership energy, right? So what this does sometimes, because you take charge and you're an authority figure naturally, it creates a God complex. So sometimes Libras suffer from a God complex where they think they're above reproach. They don't think that they make mistakes. And what happens is when you're in a relationship with somebody, it's kind of hard to be with someone that thinks they're right all the time, or doesn't think that they make mistakes, or don't think that they can be corrected. Now, when your partner is calling into question this behavior that doesn't work for them, and they're asking you to be your better self or your best self, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't make them a villain. They're just asking for you to vibrate higher, be the person that they know that you can be the person that they fell in love with, be the person that they want to grow and evolve with. And it also starts with self-love a lot of the time. So how are you loving yourself? Are you practicing self-care? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you more focused on your relationship with this person than you are on your own well-being? Sometimes because you guys love as hard as you do, when you get in a relationship or a romantic situation, even when you have a crush or a potential love interest, you can start to neglect yourself and what it is that you need. And you may forget about like your passion projects and your business and your hopes and your dreams and your aspiration and your health, your friends, your family. Like all of that will take a back seat to your love, which it's great that you're dedicated in love. That's not a bad thing. But in order for you and your partner to fully enjoy each other, you have to have something to show and contribute to each other. And you won't have that if you don't still take up your own interests, your own passions. So, Libra, this has been heavy on your mind. Like, how do I get this relationship to work? How do I make it what I want it to be? I wish we could start over fresh, and we need a fresh start. So, let go if you need to be right. So, if it's your partner that has the ego, what you will find is if you don't match their energy and they argue with themselves, they're not going to want to argue by themselves. It's going to cause them to pause and to reflect and be like, well, he or she's not even arguing with me. I wonder where that is. I wonder what I could be doing better. I wonder where I should be behaving differently or treating her differently or being kinder to him or her. You know, like, what is it that I'm doing? It will cause them to look at themselves versus you pointing the finger and telling them, right? Like, you need to let your partner fall on their face, so to speak. Like, you don't have to prove them, right? You don't have to force them to know that your way is the way or your way is the highway, or that you know what you're talking about. If there's certain like friends or family members that you warned your partner about, and like this person may not have the best motives or the best intention, if you go ahead and you allow for them to just see this person for who they are, because you got to remember, these retrogrades also shine light on areas where we are been like in the dark about stuff and things have been hidden from us. If you let them come into their knowing of this person by themselves, right, you won't have to say a word. You won't have to do anything. It's going to be proven. All you have to do is sit back and get out of the way. Okay? So I'm looking forward to learn about this new opportunity that you manifest with your sacred counterpart, or your sacred union that you reunion and kindle with someone else, and just seeing you grow and evolve past your ego and get to the things and the love that you're meant to have at your core, Libra. So that is your retrograde reading for the next 6 months, and that is your Leo new moon reading.